If so many millions of women were getting carjacked or kidnapped, we call it a public crisis. Jacqueline Friedman. Currently, the National Sexual Violence Resource Center reports that 1 in 5 undergraduate women will be raped at some point throughout their collegiate career. And at historically black colleges and universities like the one that we attend, 1 in 7 undergraduate women will be raped throughout the course of their collegiate career. As startling as these statistics are, millions of women continue to be victimized yearly. And I believe as a society, we have accepted these statistics to be a cultural norm. Rape culture, which was defined in the Washington Post as the way our culture perpetrates and condones rape while simultaneously blaming the victim and pitying the perpetrators, has been an outrage and an outbreak in our society. While there has been public outrage over cases like the Brock Turner case in the Stanford case in sexual assault, I do not believe that fighting sexual assault on a case-by-case basis will spark systematic and culture-wide change. I believe the only way to truly prevent sexual assault, rape, and domestic violence is to change the cultural mindset that condones it. This means no more asking questions like, what were you wearing or what were you drinking, to rape victims and other victim-blaming questions. It means not supporting athletes who sexually assault females and claim that the victim is being a career destroyer or lying for fame. It means not catcalling, stalking, and using other forms of street harassment to get to women. It means not allowing more than 97% of rapists to serve no jail time. It means not only teaching women how not to get raped, but teaching men that it is not acceptable to rape females. Finally, it means not allowing rapists to get off the hook with only 6 months in jail because prison will have a severe impact on the rapist. Nor is condoning a letter penned by the rapist's father discussing how the son's sentence is a steep price to pay for 20 minutes of ignorance. The good news is that we as human beings can change the culture we have created. One way to combat this culture is by spreading awareness on exactly who the assailants are in many sexual assault cases. Because I believe that this will kill the perception of rape only being done by well-documented criminals. I do not believe that many people realize that studies show that sexual assault are the most common assailants in sexual assaults are domestic partners or spouses and ex-dating partners and spouses. This means that these are people that we all know and at one point may have loved. Furthermore, we can cease using language that degrades or objectifies women. We cannot tolerate jokes that undermine the seriousness of sexual assault. We also can place more blame of sexual assault solely on the assailants and do so much more. However, one of the most important things in my eyes to eliminating rape culture is educating men on sexual assault and spreading awareness like I am today. Even though I believe that many men think that sexual assault is just a woman's problem, it actually affects men as well. The same National Resource Center for Sexual Violence reports that 1 in 71 men will be raped at one point in their life. And in the same case, that over 97% of assailants in these cases are ex-dating partners and spouses. And I too was on the boat of ignorant men who did not understand the severity of sexual assault, whose problem it was, and how damaging it truly is to our culture. While I understand that sexual assault was wrong, it did not stop me nor my peers from participating in victim blaming, slut shaming, laughing at the thought of men being victimized, and using degrading language in our everyday lives. But as I started to look at sexual assault through a lens that sees sexual assault as a crime that could very well affect or have affected my mother, my sister, or other loved ones, it becomes a very serious and personal problem. Whether you have known someone who has been victimized or not, we as men should take the call to action to stand up for our mothers, daughters, sisters, and loved ones to end the culture that plagues our society. One gender alone cannot tackle rape culture. But tackling rape culture together allows for our society, rape culture to be slowly improved, thus giving our sons and daughters generation a society to live in where domestic and sexual abuse is not condoned nor tolerated and holds all assailants accountable for their actions. Thank you all for listening.